I want to show you how to create puddles that will liven up your paintings. So I've done a little sketch here, just a little scene, and we're going to put some puddles on the road part that I haven't yet painted. So I've drawn them in with a pencil just to give me some shapes, and I'm just going to come in now with a greyish colour for the road, and we're going to paint in quite carefully around the puddle shapes that I've marked out. Coming in with quite a darkish colour because I want the puddles to really show up bright against them. So there we go, that's the tarmac painted in, whatever it is, and there's the puddles there. Now, to make them look watery, it's really simple. What I'm going to do here, I'm just putting in some little markers here because I want these to reflect down into the puddle. Put a second one on this one here, I think, just to give it an extra bit of shape. There we go. And if I just then paint those lines down into the puddles, just see what happens. We immediately get the feeling of water. Just by that reflection that's there, they suddenly become wet. So let's put in the tree as well, in this big puddle over here. Just going to pull it down. It's just a line really, just forming the shape of the tree, just pulling it down. And immediately we get that feeling of reflection, you get that feeling of water, and we get a puddle. Pull this little branch in here as well, so we get a bit of the reflection going on. Now, puddles don't often have waves in them or ripples or anything like that. They're quite often you can treat them like a mirror image of what's above. So let's put in a little bit of the leaves, just a little bit in there, and just smooth that down a bit, just blend that in, just to give a little bit of colour. I don't want to put too much paint onto the puddles, otherwise they'll darken right down and they'll blend in with the road then, and they won't be reflecting the brightness of the sky. So I want to keep them nice and light, but let's put a little bit of the sky colour in as well, just to put something in there, just on this big puddle here. There we go. So here I'm just making the road a little bit darker, put some edges in, just around the edge of the puddle, and just putting some texture really on the road. Again, because the puddle is so smooth, it's just in contrast really with the texture around it on the road. It just makes them look even more watery, just to have that contrast there of the dark and the light, and the texture and the smooth. So there we go. It's as easy as that to create puddles, and they really do transform a picture. So if we didn't have them, it would look something like this. It would just be fairly dull and fairly boring, but with the puddles you get life coming into the picture. You get that reflection of the sky, which wouldn't be there, that brings that lightness into the beginning of the picture. So have a go yourself at creating some puddles to enliven your paintings.